So I had a whole nother video planned for y'all. I just was like, I can't do another video until I address this hair. What I did to it, what kind of hair it is, how I like it so far, where I got it from, things that I did that might be helpful, because this is my first crochet braid hairstyle. You know, I'm trying to help out, you know, what they say, reach back. I'm trying to reach back and grab y'all up. The type of hair I got was this sensational Jamaican bounce. So this is what the hair is. I got it from my beauty supply for like $7.99. This is 100% Kinkalon hair, which I wasn't aware of until after I brought it home. So I don't mind the texture of the hair. I actually kind of like it because it seems like more believable, like it would actually be my hair. Because it has this texture to it, so I don't mind that at all actually. This is what the hair looks like when you take it out of the packs. So it separates pretty easily and actually like really neatly, so that's a plus, because from watching videos I heard that that can be an issue when you separate the hair. When I did my hair, so when I did my hair, y'all, I braided my hair all the way back. I decided that I wanted, okay, so I decided that I wanted a middle part. So when I did my middle part, it was just like this long, so it literally looked like a wig sitting on top of my head, so I didn't like it. So I pulled this over to the side, just the regular knot method, about till halfway. Then once I got up here, I started doing the invisible knot method, just because I wanted it to be like a bit fuller and more like natural looking up here. And at the end of this video, you're gonna see me do it, where I kind of like finagled. Once I figured out I liked it parted to the side better, this was after I was already done braiding and everything, I just added more hair on to like the hair that wasn't actually braided up, the hair that was like pulled into the braid but not the actual braid itself. And I did invisible knots all along here to kind of bring the part closer together, because it was a gap. So I couldn't have that gap. I couldn't be walking around with that gap. So I just kind of pulled, you know, through like maybe 4 invisible knots right here. I kind of stayed away from these edges. So if you see here, like I don't have too much going on right here. My edges are pretty fragile. And I know this, so whatever hairstyle I do, I try to be super nice to my edges. I'm hoping if I'm nice to them, they'll be nice to me and stay in my head. As for like the review of this hair, first of all, it's just, I don't even know if I like this style. Let's just start there. I don't like it as much as I like this hairstyle on other people. It does frizz. It does frizz. It is Kinkalon hair, so you kind of got to work with it. When I say frizz, like, I mean like this, like this frizz. Like I would cut that off because I'm just like, what is that? So it does frizz quite a bit. And what I found was like the more that I touch it, the more it frizzes. But I also feel like the more you touch it and play with it, the more natural it starts to look. Because when you first put it in, it kind of does look just like this. So it doesn't look too natural. But the more you start, like I'm sure if I like play with this enough, like it's gonna start to look more natural and like the curl won't be as perfect. I do find myself like cutting out like hairs, like, and I feel like if I left this in for like a month, like my shit would probably be like this short because I would be cutting so much. Also, this is not the length of the hair like when you take it out the pack. I cut the hair to this length. So it was a bit longer. It was probably about like right here, but I just felt like it was too much. So I cut mine. I don't really like the way it's shaped, but you know, it's in there. It's in there now, so we're gonna roll with it. When I go to bed, I told y'all every time I do these videos, no lie, I don't ever have no cough no other time other than when I'm doing this video. I just pineapple it up on top of my head and put a scarf on it. I don't put a bonnet over the top of this, like the part at the top that's left out. I just leave it as is. I go to bed, you know, maybe I should, but I don't. I have been oiling my scalp, so like every like other day or so, I'll put like a little peppermint oil or jojoba oil or something on there. I like for my hair to smell really good, so I like to sprinkle like some peppermint oil or some lavender oil on my hair here and there. So I've been doing that. I don't know what they're doing in my hallway, y'all. I really apologize because it's loud out there. I've had it in for almost close to a week now. It's growing on me. There are times where I'll look and I'll be like, ooh girl, I really like that hair, that's real good. And then there are other times where I just be like, what did you do? What did you do? Like, what are they doing? I don't know what they doing out there. I was really worried because I thought it was just gonna look really fake. But it actually, to me, it looks pretty good. It was really easy to put in. The whole process in total took me about 3 hours. Now, I bought 8 packs of hair. You don't need 8 packs of hair. I have 5 in my head right now. So you definitely don't need that much. I ended up spending about $70, almost $80 because I bought that much hair. But if you buy less, you know, it's a relatively inexpensive hairstyle that should last you a little minute. If you want to see how I crocheted my hair, just keep watching. This was my first time, so if you have any feedback or tips, please leave them in the comments below. It's much appreciated, okay? Thanks. When I got to the front of my head is when I started separating the hair. In the back, I just left it as is and crocheted that way. But in the front, I separated it into 2 and even smaller into 3 pieces once I got closer to the part. When I make my knot, I only pulled through 1 piece of hair. It just makes for a smaller knot, and it also pulls the other piece on top of it. This is where I am bridging the gap, so making it smaller because that wasn't where my original part is. I'm just latching the hair onto the hair that is in the braid, but not the braid itself, if that makes sense. And I used a very small piece of hair for this too, to make it look a little more natural. This hair does get pretty frizzy, so I just cut out anything that looks like it needs to be combed. I'm not adding any product to this hair, and I wouldn't recommend combing or brushing this type of hair either. So that's it, you guys. Today I'm liking this hair, tomorrow I might hate it, but for right now I'm gonna try to keep it in for 2 weeks. Thanks for watching.